Back to 0. 1. Resuming training. After a week of rest and recovery, Daniel and Ethan began training once more. The memory of their defeat drove them to push harder, determined not to fail again. Every day, they sparred, trained, and strategized, striving to recall and counter the powers and strengths of their enemies. 2. Analyzing their FOs. They meticulously analyzed the powers of the Neckbringers, trying to understand their fighting styles and weaknesses. The realization hit them hard. If the Neckbringers were that formidable, how much stronger must Marcus be? 3. Continuous improvement. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. With each passing day, they grew stronger, faster, and more adept at combat. Their confidence grew, but so did their awareness of the challenges ahead. They often asked themselves, "Are we strong enough now?" 4. Building a deeper bond. Training together for months allowed Daniel and Ethan to know each other more deeply. They discovered each other's strengths and vulnerabilities, realizing that their hearts were not solely consumed by hatred and vengeance. They found moments of joy and camaraderie, sharing meals, laughter, and runs through the nights. 5. Enjoying each other's company. Despite the intensity of their mission, they enjoyed each other's company. Daniel often teased Ethan about his slower pace during their runs, laughing as Ethan struggled to keep up without unleashing his vampire power. It was a way to maintain some semblance of normalcy in their otherwise grim lives. 6. A night in the woods. One night, during a playful run through the woods, Ethan found himself left behind as usual. Deciding to take a shortcut to surprise Daniel, he suddenly stopped when he heard murmurs and footsteps. Curiosity piqued, Ethan hid behind a large tree to scout who was there. 7. The Neckbringer encounter. To his shock, he spotted one of the Neckbringers. Ethan knew he needed to leave immediately, but before he could, he was spotted by another enemy. There was no alarm, just a tense, small talk. Ethan managed to craft a plausible excuse and was about to leave, when the Neckbringer sensed something unusual about him. 8. Attempting to flee. Ethan felt a tremendous aura emanating from the Neckbringer, and before he knew it, the enemy blocked his path with lightning speed. Realizing that he was outmatched, especially with other enemies nearby, Ethan decided to flee. 9. Daniel's distraction. Meanwhile, Daniel, unaware of the danger Ethan was in, was preparing his usual jokes, eager to tease his friend. He was overjoyed at their progress and the bond they had built, his feelings clouding his vampire senses. 10. The desperate defense. Ethan did his best to defend against the relentless attacks while trying to escape. The enemy's strength and weaponry were overwhelming. Ethan's determination was fierce, but he knew he was at a severe disadvantage. 11. The final attack. As the Neckbringer unleashed a powerful attack, Ethan was pushed down into a ravine. He fell, battered and bruised, his last thoughts filled with a mix of determination and regret. He had to survive and warn Daniel about the enemy's presence.